Hey everybody, definitely something a little different today. This is obviously not a projector. It is not from Hitachi either. This is actually one of those electric scrub brushes for like cleaning your bathroom, the tile and stuff. This is a coworker's, and she really liked it, but it only worked once because she went to push the button, this right here, and it turned on once, but then when she went to turn it on again, it just didn't really push. And now you can't really hear it, but the rest of the switch is rattling around. You can, if I can get that to focus, you can see this, what's left of the switch in there. This little nub is the top of the original switch, so I shook that out. So I have another switch we can put in, but we have to take it apart first. And I've never worked on one of these, obviously, so it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience. I did find these screws by pulling the brush off, and I was assured that this was never used to clean a toilet, so, you know, still have gloves on, but what we need to do is get all this apart so that we can slide this assembly out and get to here. And here is where the charger lead is, you can see. So this is all solid one piece, so that means it does not split. It has to come out that way, so it must go this way. So with these screws out, let's see if this, yep, all right, so that comes off. We have a rubber seal, okay. Then I see the gearbox, and there's 6 screws, but it looks like only these 3 need to come out. The rest are probably holding the gearbox itself together. Probably comes out as its own sub-assembly. Go straight and see if that gives us more wire. No. I can see down in there. Just trying to see if there's anything we can take apart that way. And try pushing this pin out. Yeah, like that. Shove a screwdriver in there. Now this should come out. Oh, look at that. We got a washer. So remember that these screws with washers go behind the catch. What I'm hoping is that if I take all these out, it'll let that pivot assembly come out. Oh, almost lost it. Because maybe those other screws can go back in. Let's just get that back down. All right, let's see if... Yep, I love it. Everything comes out. So this can all go back together. That's good to know. So it's just popping out that that one piece, the button with the pin, and then the screws underneath. So let's put all this back together, this front end. go. We'll put this back on. There we go. All right, I'm going to put the rest of these back in off camera. And they're using a single 18650. Looks like you could probably fit a second one in there. Let's see, where's the... All right, there. There's part of the button. I wonder where the little round piece went. There's supposed to be a little round piece that goes in a little dome. No. Alright, well that's no problem. We're going to solder a new button in place of that one. And here's the new button we're going to put in. I actually harvested this out of something because I had to find one with a tall enough nub. So let's go desolder the other thing and get this installed. Now we're going to see about removing the old one. It's going to be a little tricky. What we'll do first is we'll wet the solder. We're probably using silver solder. Yep. So this will help the silver solder melt a little easier. Then I'm going to heat up both pads at the same time. Lift. Now I got the one side up. Yep, that's good. Just clear that off. Yep, that side's good. And then that side. The hard part is dealing with this with the motor. I really should just unsolder the motor, but it's alright. The battery unplugs, which is nice, but the motor does not. There we are. You guys can see that still. Yep. Alright, so if I melt these, hopefully this thing should just fall off. Like that. I'm thinking about adding a second battery. So as an aside, see there's the first battery, and they have a spot for a second one. See there's the zip tie holding the battery in. So I'm going to think about it. I have a few good 18650s around that I could put in there. So this is going to go there. Now I want to take all of the solder off so that the switch will lay flat, and then I'll add some to hold it. So we'll kind of tack it. Sticking to that. Alright, I'll just do it by hand. So I'll put some solder down here. There we are. Get that centered. And then guess that's 3 because we did that first one. 4. Do that first one again. Yeah, just clean up that. There we go. Let's test it. All right, I saw that come on. Let's see here. There we go. That's good. All right. Well, let's head back over and put it together. There we go. New button in place. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is the height. That clearance. Hopefully the button still reaches it. And if not, I can just super glue a little spacer on the top of that plastic. Let's put that back in. That's good. And then the light pipe. Oops. Then we'll slide this back together and put the screws and pin back in. There we are. Just try it again. All right, good. Now this, let's see, that went under this. Is that glued? So this looks like it was probably just dug out. Probably when they couldn't get it working. Yeah, I see little bits of plastic from screwdrivers or plastic metal from inexpensive screwdrivers digging at this. That looks good. It's a little far. I think we're going to put a little nub on top of that. Let me see what I can find. All right, I'm going to try and film this. I'm going to use this diamond wheel just as a way to scuff this up. Because I'm going to glue. We're going to glue this. Come on. I'm going to glue this on top. And that will give us the clearance we need to cover. So let's just get a tiny bit. Ooh, almost had too much. There we go, that's all we need. Let that sit straight. All right, I'm gonna let that sit, and after that sets up, we'll slide it back together and see how it does. Now that's all set up. Yeah, that's stable. Now let's see if it'll, we can, oh yeah. Hopefully you guys could hear that nice little clicky noise. Let's put these screws back in. Try to keep it in frame. And remember, these are the screws with the little washer. Nope, can't keep that in frame. Now once these are in, we'll put that spring back in place, and then the button and the pin that locks the button. Good. All right, good. See, this way. Yep, that goes there. And then let's see that. It's a shame I don't have my wish I had the punch. Really helpful here, but we can make do. Let's see. There we are. That's what I was trying to do. See, it's got to just kind of, well, it's not quite poking through that enough. Let's get a little bit more, use a Phillips just to get it below the surface. Yeah. Split that difference. Yeah, much better. Just like that. That's it. Now it's all fixed. Do a quick demonstration. There we go. Replacing the broken push button with a normal replacement tactile button, and then we put a little shim on the top to help it meet the button better. But now it's good to go, and my coworker is going to be so excited. So if you have questions about fixing your battery powered bathroom cleaner brush, go ahead and stick it in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.